What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Arkansas Eagle right here, man. Tapping in real quick on this good, beautiful Friday. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Hey, make sure you hit that like, follow, and subscribe, man. We on our way. That's all I got to say. Listen, I want to break it down real quick. You hear me? I got a question for y'all. Who do you think is going to start along Reed Blankinship? Will it be Sidney Jones? Sidney Brown? I don't know. Sidney Jones, he long gone. Will it be Sidney Brown, Andrew McCuba, or Lewis Seen? Now, I ain't going to bash his name like that. He a former first-round pick, but he ain't seen the field, so I can't get him the nod to say you going to start. Will it be Sidney Brown or Andrew McCuba? Me personally, I believe it's going to be Andrew McCuba. I'm going to tell you why. If you think about it, the Eagles have always tried to replace the guy that they try to replace another guy with the guy they had before with the same similar style. I'm going to give you an example. So when Kelsey retired, who did they go get? Cam Jurgens, right? He does the same exact thing that Kelsey did. So the team won't miss a beat. All right? Jalen Hurts. We went and got Dorian Thompson Jr. or something like that. I don't want to say his name wrong, but similar kind of, dual threat quarterback. Now I'm saying he got the skill set like Jalen. You know what I'm saying? He probably can't throw like, but he can do RPO. He can do all that. Cool. Zach Bond. We just got old buddy from the first round, Jahai Campbell. What does he do? Linebacker. They can play edge. They can drop back in coverage. Same thing as Zach Bond. Zach Bond's still there, but to have two of them guys, yeah. Last one, Fletcher Cox. Who they replacing with? Now they say his replacement is Jordan Davis, but I think it's more of a Jalen Carter move. To be honest, cause Fletcher Cox could do both. He can rush the passer and he can stop the run. Jordan Davis is just a run stopper. Jalen Carter can do both. But you get what I'm saying. You get where I'm going with this, right? So with C.J. Gardner-Johnson gone, Andrew McCuba is just like him. Now, attitude-wise, he might not have that feisty, that get in your face, rip your mouthpiece off you, and then get one of them to the face and be like, what? That's all Gardner-Johnson. Matter of fact, Gardner-Johnson was voted the number one. He was the number one most agitated, most get-out-my-face guy in the league. That was part of his game. His game, he was good, but his game was also good at trash talk. Get you out of your mode. You know what I'm saying? So I think Andrew McCuba gonna be that guy because he can cover. You can put him in slot. You can drop him back in coverage. He can run. He can be a run stopper. Everything C.J. Gardner-Johnson do, McCuba has the potential to do it. Not saying he can do it, but based off his tape in college, the way he read the field, the way he'll come down and hit the quarterback, anybody, it kind of gave me C.J. Gardner-Johnson vibes. I'm not even going to hold you. But because C.J. Gardner-Johnson was a ball hawk. Like 6 interceptions, I believe, every time he played for us. That's incredible. You want a guy that can be a ball hawk and safety. And I said this before the draft that we need a safety. Since we got rid of Gardner-Johnson, we need a guy that's just like him. If not, now granted, if Sidney Brown plays alongside Reed Blankinship, I'll be cool with it. Whoever's out there playing for the Birds, I don't care who it is. But I just know the type of style that they want. They want that tackling safety, and they want that guy that can cover and read the middle of the field and go get the interceptions. That was C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Our hard-hitting safety is Reed Blankinship. We already got that enough. We don't want two hard-hitting safeties out there and who ain't got enough speed to keep up with these slot guys or the deep ball that's going over top of your head. We don't want that. Now, granted, like I said, Sidney Brown is he can go get the ball too. I done seen him make a couple interceptions, but I think Makuba is more of a guy that you can, like I said, disguise. You can drop him down in the box, and he can bail out, have the recovery speed to bail out and get to his assignment. I've seen it, and I've seen the film of him in college do that. And I'm like, man, this dude can really ball out, bro. So I like I said, I think Makuba got that spot. It's gonna be a battle for sure. It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be something everybody talking about the whole training camp. It's gonna be like that the whole training camp. I feel like that the whole DB room gonna be everybody gonna have their eyes on it. Cause we still not sure about Keely Ringo being number 2. That's been the topic. Is Keely Ringo ready? If you go back and watch my old videos, I say almost every video, is Keely Ringo the guy? I feel like he can be, but it's up to Vic Fangio and who he wants. I'm telling you, when we drafted Mac McClellan and we brung in Adoree Jackson, we like, hold on, bro. And they still got Eli Ricks on the practice squad. You know, I don't think he gonna get any time because he's slow, man. He is slow. But the zone defense that we run, he can have enough speed to stay in the zone. But when it comes to man, burnt toast, broil toast that's been left in there for 10 minutes, cooked. You know what I'm saying? So, and Keely Ringo, he got the speed, the size, but he kind of stiff a little bit. I've seen him break down over the receiver, and it's not like loose. He don't have loose hips. Now maybe he been working on it. And I really hope he started because this is his 3rd year. He need a shot. Just like Sidney Brown need his shot. But we gonna play the best players on the team. We don't care how much money you getting paid. We don't care what your draft stock was, where you got drafted from, how, all that. If you can ball, you gonna ball. You feel me? That's just what it is. Shoot, look at that. Who? Bryce Huff, the highest paid man on the team, on the defense. Set his butt on the sideline. Didn't play none in the playoffs. We had a rookie, freaking Jalix Hunt. Took all the boy minutes. We want the best on the field, man. So, yeah, that's who I feel like Makuba going to be the guy to start along Reed Blankenship. Now, they might have some packages for Sidney Brown to come in because he is a hard-hitting safety, and you do want to set that tone, especially if we go up against a run-heavy team. We can stack the box. Heck, I wouldn't rotate Reed Blankenship out for that. I want to keep Reed on the field at all times. If I have the choice, I would like to keep Reed on the field. Don't come off. Because Reed can go get the ball too. He closed the game out with the Saints. I was there. That was clutch interception. And then against first against the Green Bay Packers, then against the Saints, and then we played the Packers again in the playoffs. His impact on just tackling put a guy out the game. It was a simple tackle. Came across the middle, stuck him in the shoulder, but it came out like, I gotta go. Reed brings that hat. You gotta have a cover safety and a hard hitting safety. You can't have both. I mean, you can't have two hitters. You can't have two coverage guys, which is good because the way the NFL running, you gotta have coverage skills. But I've seen Reed Blankenship get scored on by a tight end. I'm like, dang, man, you got to keep up with that, bro. Granted, the tight end was pretty good. Old buddy from Dallas, he good. He can ball. But we need the guys that can fit their role. One more thing before I get up off here, man, because I'm on my lunch break. We're finna head back. I just want to set the record clear, man. A.J. Brown's still the best wide receiver in the NFC East. Maybe in the NFC. I'm going to read off some stats for you. The most single-season rushing yards in franchise history. 1,496 yards. A.J. Brown. Tied for the most 100-yard games for the Eagles. He got 7. Tied with T.O. Okay. NFL record 6 straight games with 125 plus yards. And that was our down year, 2023. AJ Brown. 3 straight 1,000 yards seasons. 3 straight. That's why they call him 1K always open, because he's always open and he's going to get 1,000 yards. But this the one right here that's going to trip you out. Name 3. He's named All-Pro 3 straight years in a run-first offense. Let that sink in a little bit. Let that sink in a little bit. And also, who throwing him the ball? Who throwing him the ball? 3 straight All-Pros? Come on, man. He didn't do that in Dallas. I mean, he didn't do that in Tennessee. He didn't. Do any of these other receivers in the NFC got 3 straight Pro Bowls? 3 straight All-Pros? I think not. Name them. CD maybe, but I don't think he got 3 in a row. Since AJ been in Philly, he been turning up. So this whole thing of, oh, y'all ain't got the best receivers no more, it's us. No, it's not, bruh. I'm not worried about Pickens. Let me tell you something about Pickens. Pickens got 10 fines. 10 fines, bro. Majority of them against the Bengals. What he got against the Bengals? Their rival. He ain't finna change no narrative over there, bro. Yeah, he a deep ball threat. Cool. I get that. That's all. That's all. But he ain't running no routes. He ain't running no decent routes. He gonna run a fade. That's all you need. And listen, when you going against the #1 defense, that ain't gonna happen every time. Yeah, when we played the Steelers, he didn't play. That's cool. He didn't play against us. But the same results would have been the same results if he would have played against us. I'm not worried about Pickens, bro. I'm not worried about CD in the slot because we got Cooper DeJean for that. It's over with, man. We had the #1 pass offense, defense. It's a whole new season. I get it. It's a whole new season. Different players. But at the same time, we're going to bring... this defense going to be better than last year. Mark my word, bro. Mark my word. I'm telling you, Zach Bond going to have Jahai Campbell playing just like him. Min Williams left, cool, but we got Ojomo. They both had the same amount of snaps. Even though Min Williams was ranked like the #1 pass rusher at one time, that's cool. But he was being... You better win your one-on-ones when Jalen Carter's getting double teamed. That's all I got to say. Josh Sweat, you better win your one-on-ones. He did. What do you expect? Now, what you gonna do when Zach Bond and Jahai Campbell come off the edge? You can't stop both of them. Then we got Ty Robinson. It's up, bro. It's up, man. I'm telling you right now. We're going back to the Super Bowl. Off season just got even better. But that's... Let me stop. This video was about who gonna start at safety. Andrew McCouble will start at safety alongside Reed Blankinship. Mark my words. But I wouldn't mind seeing Sidney Brown starting because he need his time. He need his opportunity. When he gonna get his? But you got to put in that work come training camp. Just because you been there don't mean it's your spot. You got to go earn it. Feel me? But yeah, that's all I wanted to get on here and talk about, man. Quit bashing my boy AJ Brown. He's still the best wide receiver in the NFC East, in the NFC, and maybe the whole NFL.